Take us what?
Take us what?
We're getting married today.
We're getting married today.
Separately, I found out that our first child was going to be a baby girl. We were so excited. God knew we needed a girl first. Someone who would steal my heart. Wrap me around her finger. Help me develop a dad's unconditional love. Alright, you ready yet?
I remember getting that first call from Jimmie that Abby was being taken to the hospital, and I went to defense mode. I drove the whole way there ready to fight any medical professional that even looked at my sister's eyes. But when I got there, I looked into Jimmie's eyes, and all of a sudden I knew that she was going to be just fine. Things began to turn from bad to worse, and this man never left my sister's side. Abby underwent emergency brain surgery on November 27, 2023. We often joke that Abby and Jimmie already committed to their vows before this beautiful wedding, in sickness and health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse. It's bittersweet, surrendering my lifelong title of the defending little sister. But I couldn't be more sure that Jimmie deserved that title.
What can I say about Jimmie that honestly hasn't been said today already? He's selfless, caring, compassionate, and loving. His relentless sarcasm never ceases to put a smile on my face. After I finally figured out he was always being sarcastic. It's a pretty steep learning curve.
As I look back, Jimmie was always an incredible constant in my life. It wasn't until we got older, though, that I really began to appreciate who he was, instead of just being my little brother that I controlled in order to get my way. But then, Jimmie met Abby. As he met Abby, he talked through his experiences with her and how she pursued him, how she asked him questions. She wanted to know his opinions and what he thought. In those conversations that I had with Jimmie when he first met Abby, I already started liking her. I didn't even know her. And to meet her in person did not disappoint. I could see right away Abby would compliment Jimmie in many ways. They're so very different. Yet she can see Jimmie and lean into him in ways not many other people do or can. She sees who he was, she saw who he wanted to be, and she saw who he was becoming, and she encouraged him to live into that and to fly.
From the first time that we met, I had a feeling that you were going to change my life. I was so nervous to meet this guy that I thought was so cute in a random picture from a birthday party that I almost didn't show up to our first date. You amazed me with your kindness and gentleness. It just radiated from you in every word that you said. Driving home, listening to I Won't Say I'm in Love, and grinning to myself in the car, I had a feeling I had never felt before. Security, assuredness, clarity. From that first date, you have never stopped amazing me. I didn't know that another person could so effortlessly see me and understand me, but you do, and you always have. You have seen me through the scariest seasons of my life, all while being so steadfast and secure. I could never tell you how much your love means to me, or just how much I love you with every fiber of my being. I know that nothing happens by accident, but the most random of circumstances brought me my soulmate. I had searched my entire life for you, then all of a sudden, there you were. You dove into a life that was chaotic and overwhelming and more than you expected, but you did it with so much compassion and you never stopped showing up. Every single time, even when it was hard. Especially when it was hard. I think that God brought you into my life to show me what consistent, unwavering, unconditional love really feels like. It has changed my life, given me the confidence to pursue my dreams, and given me security in knowing that our babies will always have a dad who loves them, shows up for them, and sees them for who they are. You are a blessing to us, and you made our ragtag bunch of misfits a real family. I have learned now that I was only half the person I was meant to be before I met you. You love me in my entirety, even all of the messy, broken pieces. You have never made me feel like I needed to occupy less space to be loved. You have always encouraged me to be fully myself, and I can never tell you how much that kind of love has changed my life. I am so excited that I get the honor of being your wife. I am so excited for the life that we get the chance to build together. I promise you today and always that I will show up for you the same way that you show up for me. You will never be an afterthought or a second priority to me. Even if I got 100 years with you, it would never be enough. So I'm praying that I get to love you for all of this life and the next. You are my soulmate, Jimmie, and I can't wait to continue loving you forever.
I knew from the day we first met and made dinner together that you were the most incredible person I've ever had the privilege of meeting. You're beautiful, honest, caring, and you love harder than anyone. You're amazingly talented, and you make me feel like the most important man in the world. I fell for you so fast. I had no idea how much I needed you and these beautiful kids in my life, and I will never be able to express how thankful I am that you all welcomed me into this family with open arms and a lot of love. Neither of us could have known what was going to happen that night, but I'm so glad that God brought us together so that you didn't have to go it alone. We have navigated so many hard situations together already, so I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that together we can do anything we set our minds to. We've also had so many amazing experiences together already, and I can't wait to see what our life together has to offer. I know we've only been together for what some would call a short time, but I feel like I've known you my whole life. I wish I could have met you sooner, but I believe everything happens for a reason. All of the good and bad experiences we had before we met each other built the foundation for a beautiful relationship and life together. You bring out the best in me and inspire me to stand up for myself and know my worth. I had no real direction or dreams for my life. I've come to find out that I was just waiting for you to walk in. I am certain that you are my person and my soulmate. I promise to care for you when you're sick. I promise to always make you feel safe and secure. And most importantly, I promise to always love you with all of my heart. I will be your shoulder to cry on and your partner in all of the joy and happiness we get to experience together. I will be there for you when you need me and when you don't. I promise to love, support, and protect our kids and be the best father I know how to be. Our family will always be my top priority. Finally, I vow to do everything in my power to stay healthy so that I can always be the best version of myself that I'm capable of for you and our family. I love you so very much, and I continue to love you more every day.
Acting not only in the authority vested in me by the laws of this Commonwealth, but also by the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, I declare that you, Jimmie and Abby, are husband and wife. You are no longer... You can clap, that's all right. You are no longer two independent persons, but one. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. Jimmie, you may kiss your bride.
know, the term for you is son-in-law, but it's son for me because I've got a son, I've got 2 daughters, but the way you treat Abby, the way you treat the kids, just the things that you do is son-like. Fast forward to them going to Cleveland. So they go to Cleveland, and her and Jimmie just locked in. You know, they advocated for themselves. They researched. Like, he's as smart as her. Like, and she's really, really smart. So he's really, really smart. I'm just so proud of him. And then the day they go to have surgery, he's there. You know, he's there. He's the first thing she sees when she opens her eyes. And those things, you can't put a price tag on as a dad, you know, so that's very son-like.